So we're reading Meseches Kalla and perek, and we're talking about now Tushiyah. We started doing Tushiyah last time, but we didn't get very far. So Beneni menu Tushiyah. The Brayset said that for somebody who's a Lomei Torah, who's is involved in Torah, you can get Tushiyah for him. My Tushiyah, Torah. Lomei Tushiyah. So this actually the Brayset had said that it's osing b'Torah lishma, so you can learn Torah for him. Why is Torah called Tushiyah? Because it saps the strength of people, because they have to devote themselves fully and completely to their learning Torah. Davar acher Tushiyah shenitna b'chashai. It's given in secret. Mishum livnei satan. Obviously, the luchos rishonos were given in koli kolos, and as a result, there was a problem with them. They were broken. The luchos were given b'tzina, and therefore they survived. They survived, and I think also that Torah Sheba'al Peh, which takes place in within the people, within Chachmei Yisrael, is also considered intrinsically to be something which is chashai. And since the value of values of Asos Mishpat Avas Chesed V'Asei So Kecha as the primary values, which the Torah stresses to us, so therefore the entire concept of Torah requires tznius in order to be a master of Torah, in order to be a master of one's avodas Hashem. Davar acher Tushiyah dvarim shel tohu olam mushtas b'hem. These are Rabbi Chaim says Torah is only dibur, it's only kriya, it's only talk and reading, and talk has no substance to it, and just like tohu has no substance, and reading the same thing. Nevertheless, the world is sustained by them. It stands on them. And the word Tushiyah, he says, it seems to indicate things, just words, which a person casts in within the walls of his heart. And Tushiyah is also a lesson of drinking, shasiyah. Well, actually, that's not what he says here. No, it's like Evan Shasiyah. Sorry, Evan Shasiyah, foundation stone. That these are the things which the world is founded. All this he takes the Serhej Daf Chavav on the base. So the point is that Tushiyah's verse of Tohu, which Olam Mushtas Bohem, which the world is founded on. And again, I think that's primarily Torah Sheba'al Peh, of course, which is things which are internal. Tashma. So, Meifir Machshua Sarim, V'lota say identity Tushiyah. This is going on the Rishonim. That Kodesh Baruch Hu destroys their thoughts. So, Bishlam Lishna Basra. I said, according to the second Lashon, Nicha, Hadahainu D'chsiv Lota Seni Yedehem. My Demaskale. So, according to the second Lashon, that Tushiyah is a Lashon of Machshavos, right? The idea of the Dvarim Shel Tohu, that's the idea of Machshavos. So then, okay, what they think they're going to begin to do, their machshavos are not going to be effective. Even if you say, says Rabbi Chaim, that's a lashon of foundation, they're not going to be founded. They're not going to be well founded in this world, whatever their thoughts are. El lishna kama, but according to El lishna kama kashya, according to lishna kama, that says Tushiyah is language of weakness and sapping of strength. How do we learn this pasuk? Meifir Machshua Samim Lo Taseni Yadayim Tushiyah. It says, "My lishna kama nami kasha." Also, going lishna kama is not difficult. Shul machshava moelas afilu divrei Torah. Let's put this in the right place now. Machshava moelas afilu divrei Torah. So he explains here the Tushiyah is written in this pasuk. It means Torah, and it's talking about people who are ruling b'chachma, people who are not bad people, but people who are very, very smart people. Which, because arumim, even though it usually means cunning and treacherous, also has a secondary meaning as people who are smart and use their wisdom in ways which are innovative and creative. So they put their hearts into Torah, and because the machshava of a person on his parnasa helps to cause him forget the Torah, so the pasuk says that he gives them food and the thought about food, and this disrupts their thoughts. This disrupts their negative thoughts. In order that they which would not allow them to learn Torah properly. So mefer machshava, according to this, to mean he disrupts the negative thoughts of wise, smart people. Tushiyah, which these thoughts which would not allow them to properly learn Torah. So the Gemara says further, according to the opinion, it says that it's given in secret because of the satan. Kasha betrays situations. Kasha from two sides. The lomis parish hachi, the vahachi kra lo minkar. It says, and it says, just to finish the sentence, lach vare kasha. Taka doesn't work out. So there's a long Rabbi Chaim here. So first he says, lo ispesh hachi, that's short, he says short. It doesn't sound like we're talking about chashai here. It doesn't fit into the pasuk. And V'achi kol amikar explains, Klamar, a pasuk nami lo ispesh, he said the pasuk can't be explained this way. But it's not talking about this pasuk. So Hashem inspires Tushiyah the Kaya Torah, because we said Tushiyah can be going to Torah, and that even works if you hold that Tushiyah means something which is given chashai. So what doesn't work out here? So he says we have parallel sugi and Sanhedrin. There it talks about a different pasuk. If the foundations will be destroyed, what was the effect of the tzaddik's activities? So Chizkiah and his supporters. It's saying, if Chizkiah and his supporters will be destroyed, tzaddik mapal. Good effect has a tzaddik had in this world. Gemara says, where we find tzaddikim called shasos. That which it says, he flee Eitzah Gdil Tushiyah. He had a great counsel and great awesome, let's say, Tushiyah. Now, the Lishna Kama, Lishna Basa, the Lashon of Tushiyah goes on Lomdei Torah, because the world is found in Divrei Torah, and it also saps their strength. But according to Man Torah is given Chashoy, then this would not be, this is only going on Torah and not on its learners. So when it says, when it says, ki ashosos yerasun tzadik mapal, it sounds like it's going according to the way the Gemara Sanhedrin. It's going on the learners. There'll be their activities in this world will not have been meaningful. It's not going to Torah itself. But Darvashin Number Chashai means it's going to Torah itself, not on the learners. Okay, that's very, obviously, Rabbi Chaim had very great difficulty trying to understand Pashup Pshat here, so that's why he brings in that Gemara in Sanhedrin. But if we look at it again, Man Tushiyah Shem Chashai Mibnei Asatan Kasha Mi Trei Sitzrei. It's difficult from two sides. The Lomi Sparish Hachi. This it doesn't seem to be in this pasuk specifically. Made from machshavas rumim v'lo tasen yadeim tushiyah. It's the if you're made from machshavas rumim, their hands will not do tushiyah, meaning they won't be able to express themselves in Torah, because their thoughts are disrupted. Again, Rabbi Chaim explained that the way the pasuk changes, then it's he takes away their negative thoughts, so they can do tushiyah. They won't be disrupted in their tushiyah. But it seems that the idea here of tushiyah means Torah as something which is has a unique quality to it in and of itself, and that especially that it's mateshes koichel shel adam, or like we said that the idea that that's touches by Hefus, and also Lashon of Shasais, right? That if it's a foundation. So this is the Polyotse of Torah, right? It's the foundation of the world, and it saps a person's strength as well. But the aspect of Torah being given, and that fits in, right? They're not going to be able to be the foundation of the world, and they're not going to be able to actually have their strength sapped by Torah, because they're having their strength sapped actually by other things. But the quality of Torah's chashai doesn't fit into the pasuk. That quality doesn't fit into the pasuk, and lo minkar, and with that the pasuk is not recognizable. I think means that where it says Meseches lo taseni yedayim Tushiyah, is coming to teach us something about I think it's a similar idea. It's coming to teach us something about what is going to happen, and what's going to happen is that the aspects of Torah, which I'm not expressing this well, but I think you think of, nevertheless, perhaps it's understandable. What's going to happen? The Torah is not going to be have the ramifications, whether it's Torah being the foundation world or Torah sapping the strength. Now, I want to digress a bit. Torah sapping the strength is also a good thing, not just a bad thing, because sapping the strength can be taken to mean the strength of the Yetzer Hara. Yes, it saps the strength of a person because he has to fully dedicate himself to Torah, but it also saps the strength of the Yetzer Hara. And I think in that respect, it's saying that those aspects of Torah, that it's a foundation of the world, or those aspects of Torah that it saps the strength of the Yetzer Hara and makes a person more susceptible to his Yetzer Tov. Okay? Understand that puts in the pasuk. Those are going to be affected by machshavos. But if you're going to say that it's the chashoyos of Torah, the secrecy of Torah, how is that going to be affected by machshava? No way, shape, or form. Okay, that's possible. Then it goes on and says, Li Eitzav, Li Tushiyah. Kodesh Baruch Hu says, I have the Eitzah, I have Tushiyah, and then it goes on and say, Vani Bina, and I'm understanding. So it says, Hakikamar Sar Torah. So this is the Meseches Kalla explains this anthropomorphically. As if the Torah is saying, I have Eitzah and Tushiyah, right? That's the Sar Torah says this. Vamra'i ani bina. The master of Torah says, I have the Eitzah and Tushiyah, and Torah itself says, ani bina. So the question is, how do we understand this exchange? So evidently, the Eitzah and Tushiyah are tools, counsel and Tushiyah. Let's call it resourcefulness for this purpose. But the Sar HaTorah brings in his traits, which is going to allow him to understand Torah. But the Torah itself gives a person understanding. Something along those lines. So this is the Torah saying everything here. That if you want an Eitzah in Yani Olam Hazeh, come learn Torah. That even though it's not so close to Yani Olam Hazeh, it can give you an Eitzah in Yani Olam Hazeh. We see we're almost running out of time here, so we'll have to come back to this next time. Didn't get much done today. It's getting a little bit hard with Meseches Kalla at this point.